Police the joint. The boss's car just pulled in the parking lot. Oh, go on, you silly little things. Howdy, your pretty little noses. Show your pretty little legs. One of these days, the boss is going to realize that your kind of beauty is only skin deep. Now, mine is an inner beauty. It's the real thing. Anybody want to trade?
You, dear. Okay. Oh, hi, girls. Hey, honey, you got any plans for tonight? How would you like to go out to dinner? And then dancing? And then for a nice moonlight drive in my convertible? Wonderful. I'll call Frank. I told him you would.
Who is Frank?
Oh, Frank Crenshaw, submarine sailor. He comes up about once every 4 months. From San Diego. Borrows the boss's car. And me. Oh, I wouldn't loan my car to a sailor. Oh, you wouldn't? Oh, great. All right. All right, so he hasn't noticed my inner beauty yet. I got news for you girls. You can have him. I'll take Frank Crenshaw. He's not a wolf like the boss. He's true blue. And there he is, and he's all mine. Anybody want to trade? I'm sorry, Frank. You're a nice guy. When there's caviar around, who wants navy beans?
Hi, Schultzy.
Hi, Gertrude.
A friend of yours is in town. Just called the apartment looking for you.
Yeah, I know. Popeye, the submerged sailor.
No, that girl that you write to back in your hometown in Pennsylvania.
Not Marcia Singer.
Yeah, that's her.
You didn't tell her where to find me.
Well, sure, why not?
She thinks I'm a movie actress.
What?
Her father owned the mines. My father worked in them, so when I came out here, I couldn't resist writing back and telling her that I was in Hollywood making pictures.
Oh, Schultzy.
What's true? I do make pictures, 8 by 10s, 11 by 14s, whatever the... Now, you had to go and tell her I worked here, and now I'll be the laughing stock of my hometown.
Well, I didn't tell her you worked here. I just said she could find you here.
With Gertrude, couldn't you? And maybe we've still got a chance. If I could just get the boss to help me. Maybe I could just get the boss to help me.
Yes.
Boss.
Yes, sure.
Can you make me look like a movie star?
Now, just... Yes?
Oh, good. Could you do it right away?
Yes, go lather your head and I'll turn you into Yul Brenner.
Boss.
Schultzy, I haven't got time to play games. Now, go get the pictures out of the developing tank.
I'm not playing games, boss.
Knock it
You're
off.
turn me into a
Knock
glamour
it.
girl.
She's here.
Marcia? Oh, boss, she's here.
She's here. She's
You hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it!
She's here.
Who's?
The girl from my hometown who used to rub it in because she was rich and I was poor, and she kept me out of all the clubs and everything, and so I wrote her and told her I was in Hollywood making pictures, so she thinks I'm a movie actress, and now she's here, and what am I going to do?
You're going to go out there and tell her the whole thing was a big fat fib. You're a photographer's assistant, and then you're going to get the pictures out of the developing tank, or you won't even be that.
I can't face her.
You can't face her.
She'll go back and tell her.
Listen, wait a minute.
I'll be the laughing stock of Pennsylvania. I won't be able to go home.
You heard her. She won't be able to go home.
Well, I won't be able to get any work done, so I'll go out.
Boss, please.
Now, listen to me, Schultzy. When you start a thing like this, you can never finish it. The kindest thing I can possibly do for you is to put an end to it. Now, go get the pictures out of the developing tank.
John Riggins was pissed.
Hello.
How do you do? I'm Marcia Singer.
Bob Collins.
I was told that this is where I might find Miss Charmaine Schultz, the movie actress.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you've been misinformed. Miss Schultz isn't really...
Oh, yes, of course. That's what we all thought. After all, Charmaine wasn't exactly the prettiest girl in town. My goodness, everyone at home is going to be so disappointed when I bring them the news. Well, thank you, Mr. Collins.
Excuse me. You and Miss Schultz are from the same town?
Oh, yes. But, from different parts, I assure you.
Naturally, I could see that. Well, then you're not just another autograph seeker.
Well, Autograph seeker?
Well, yes, you see, whenever we have Miss Schultz up here for a sitting, despite our best efforts at secrecy, we're besieged by her many, many fans.
Fans?
Yes.
Then you mean she really is in pictures?
Oh, my dear young lady, she's in pictures up to here.
My goodness, that's so hard to believe. Not plain little Schultzy.
What?
Well, that's what we called her back home.
Really? My, it's hard to believe that anybody ever... I mean, out here she's known as Flaming Charmaine, the incendiary blonde, you know.
Oh, Mr. Collins, I'll believe that when I see her. And, I'm waiting right here until I do.
You are? Uh-huh. Okay. Here's something to occupy you. Okay. Now hold still, Schultzy, while I transform you into Flaming Charmaine.
Yeah, I still don't get it, boss. You said you were going to tell Marcia the truth.
Yeah, well, I intended to until I found out what a snob she is. All right, you first two girls start the act and lay it on thick. And no argument.
Oh, it's just no use, Phyllis. The girl just doesn't have a chance with Bob with Flaming Charmaine around. What's she got we haven't got? I don't know, but I sure wish we had it.
Now, look.
Isn't that life for you? Now, the boss can have any girl he wants, except one. And she's the only girl he wants.
Schultzy?
He just eats his little heart out.
Boss, will I really look like a movie star?
Just like Marilyn Monroe.
Do you think this wig'll do it?
Well, a wiggle did it for her. All right, Giselle, get ready. You and I make our entrance next. Why, Marilyn Monroe. May I have your autograph?
Boss, it's me.
Schultzy, wait till Marcia gets a look at you.
Oh, Bobby, mon cher. Bobby, what is happened to our love? Once you called me a sizzling dish of French fries, then you meet Miss Schultz.
Now you're just a crock of cold potatoes.
And I am as pretty as she. Why do you prefer Charmaine to Giselle?
Who knows what motivating forces draw me irresistibly to her? Who can explain this strange emotional compulsion which transcends logic and reason? I only know I'm all shook up.
Mr. Collins, if Charmaine is such a glamorous star, how come I haven't seen one of her pictures?
Censorship. Well, films are not allowed to be shown in this country.
Well, then where are they shown?
Oh, mostly France and Italy. Even there, her big love scenes are cut out. Too earthly.
Mrs. McDonald. Hi, girl.
Huh?
There is a girl in there. Oh, you tell her for me.
There's a girl in there who comes from Schultzy's hometown who used to pick on her all the time.
Yeah?
So as my friend Colette would say, we are helping Schultzy give us the store.
The store?
The company?
Give her the business?
That's it, the business.
Yeah, well, how do I play? Well, the idea is to make her believe that Schultzy is a big, glamorous movie star.
Schultzy? Sure. Well, tell me more.
See that Miss Schultz and I are not disturbed.
Boss, please, don't eat your little heart out.
I can't help it. I love that woman like a schoolboy loves his pie. Like an old Kentucky colonel loves his rock and rye. And I'll love that woman until the day I die. Charmaine, my darling, that's the sweetest thing you ever said to me. Say it again. Temptress, you she-devil. Though I become prey to your savage claws, I'm powerless to resist you.
He's all shook.
Hello, Charmaine?
I told you no autographs. Just for that. Hands off.
He's just eating his little heart out.
Yeah.
Charmaine, I'm Marcia Singer.
Sing me something.
Come back some other time, honey.
Unhand me, darling, or I'll rip you to pieces in my column.
In your what?
Maggie McDonald has a nose for news, and Flaming Charmaine is hot coffee. Darling, I just planed in from Broadway, and believe me, everybody in Schubert Alley is talking about you. Oscar and Dick, Liz and Mike, Noel and Gadge. Oh, and Rex, he's frantic to do something with you. He didn't say what. And what have we here? Somebody, darling. Yes, I'm Marcia Singer from Pennsylvania. Well, hello to you from Hollywood. You do read my column, don't you? Of course you do. Everybody does. I'm terribly syndicated.
Yes, terribly. Well, now, I'm sure you'll understand if I ask Miss Schultz to resume her sitting. Fans all over the world are clamoring for a new pinup picture.
Darling, you don't fool me for a minute. I know why you want to get her back in that studio. You're carrying a torch that would light up Hollywood Bowl.
Yes, it's true. I'll admit it. She's in my lens, but never in my arms.
Eat your little heart out.
Miss Singer.
Goodbye, Mr. Collins.
At your convenience, Miss Schultz.
Well, goodbye, everyone. This has been a perfectly wonderful thrill. Oh.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Right.
Hello, Miss
Frank Crenshaw, you darling.
Who's the blonde? What do you say, baby?
Get lost.
Well, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Where's Miss Schultz?
I told you, Frank, that you could meet the glamorous movie star. I promised you that. And here she is.
Crazy. Who is she?
I believe it's good fortune. Miss Charmaine Schultz, may I present my old friend, Frank Crenshaw.
Hi, doll.
How do you do? Holy smoke!
Frank. Oh, control is the mark of a good actor. And if you hope to get a part in Miss Schultz's next picture, that's what you've got to be, a good actor.
Oh, Mr. Crenshaw, are you an actor?
Are you kidding?
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Why, he's one of the greatest, sure. But Frank, please, let me say those things about you. Otherwise, Maggie here will write you up in her column as a ham. And that'll spoil everything because I'm trying to get you a part that's a great part, you see, in Miss Schultz's next picture.
Oh, Charmaine, are you going to give him the part? You must. He makes a darling sailor, darling.
Well, of course. Yes, I must say you look the part, Frank. You really do.
Well, I should have been at sea for 4 months.
I like that. Merely to lend authenticity to his role.
That's what that darling James Cagney did before he made Mr. Roberts.
Hey, I saw that picture 5 times.
That's the spirit, Frank. Observe and learn. Now run along, and Miss Schultz will call you. Don't you call her.
Ensign Pulver.
Frank.
You dirty rat.
Frank.
You're the guy that put the bomb in the laundry of my ship. I'm gonna get you for that.
Wait a minute. Jimmy.
Mr. Roberts. I've had my eye on you.
Jimmy.
You've been fooling.
Jimmy, the crew. Tell the crew they're in the hall.
In the hall?
Tell them, Jim. That's
Attention all hands.
Drive, boy.
Attention all hands. Now hear this. You good. Nice.
Oh, I tell you, never a dull moment when you're around movie folk. Now, I really must insist that Miss Schultz and I resume our little task. And I'm sure that Miss Singer is in a hurry to get along, too.
Oh,
eh?
yes, I am. I can't wait to catch the first plane back home. Tell everyone the good news.
That's right. Goodbye, Marcia.
Goodbye. In my regards to all the Pennsylvanians. And, of course, Fred Waring.
Yes, goodbye, Marcia. Goodbye.
And as for you, I'm going to devote my entire column to your new picture. Oh, darling, by the way, Charmaine, who's going to be in the picture with you?
Goodbye, Marcia.
Alan Ladd, darling. Alan Ladd. Oh,
Goodbye,
of
Marcia.
course. I just read he's doing a picture about the Navy called The Deep Six.
Goodbye, Marcia.
Sure. You and Alan Ladd is
Marcia.
exciting?
Goodbye.
He's all shook.
Goodbye, Marcia.
Oh, but I couldn't possibly leave without meeting Alan Ladd. He's my favorite movie star. Charmaine, you've got to introduce me.
Goodbye, Marcia.
Gertrude, yeah, I see. Yeah, well, thanks a lot. Marcia's still at the studio, and she's going to stay there till she meets Alan Ladd.
Of all the possible movie actors in the world, why'd you have to pick Marcia's favorite?
Well, he's my favorite, too.
Mine, too. Hey, did you see Joanna Dolphin?
Oh, wasn't he marvelous?
I've got it.
What a physique.
When he dives into the...
I can...
How about the love scene?
Now, much as I hate to break up this meeting of the Alan Ladd fan club...
Alan Ladd fan club?
Chuck.
Hey, can I join?
Chuck.
Well, remember him and Shane?
Oh, I'll say.
Mark,
Passed on the
Chuck.
draw.
Chuck.
Yeah, Mark.
Schultzy. What about the big land?
Oh, sensational.
Plenty of sex appeal.
What about Marcia Singer?
I didn't see that.
Neither did I. Plenty of sex appeal. Oh, Marcia.
Yes, Marcia! The Pennsylvania hawk who's been circling the studio waiting to meet Alan Ladd. What do I do about her?
Hey, why don't we call up Alan Ladd and ask him to come over here and meet her? Yeah.
Now, what did I think of that?
I'll go get the phone.
Sit down! Now, let me acquaint you with the facts of life in Hollywood.
Go, man. I'm tuned in.
Let's assume that a dazzling series of miracles have taken place, and you now have Alan Ladd on the phone. You think he's going to talk to you? He doesn't even know you.
We have mutual acquaintances.
Who?
Mrs. Niemeyer's cleaning woman has a cousin who's a laundress for the man who owns the butcher shop where Alan Ladd's cook buys meat.
Oh, why didn't you tell me then? There's no problem.
Now, I'll go get
Sit down.
the phone.
I see I'm going to have to solve this like I solve everything else around here. Thank goodness I got connections.
Boy, has he got connections.
Sit down.
Oh, Mrs. Niemeyer, I'll tell you the reason I called. Could I possibly speak to your cleaning woman?
Mr. Collins, I don't know how to thank you. Because of you, I'm an actor now.
Frank! Well, what are you doing at Mrs. Neat?
Mr. Roberts?
Oh, no, not again. Wait, Frank, hold it just a second. Hold it. Frank, the members of the crew in the living room. Tell them that. Hello?
Which one of you dirty rats took my rubber plant?
Frank, you dirty rats are in the living room. Tell them that. Hello? Look, can I get a hold of your cousin who's a laundress? Because
She's the one of... I'm going to be in a picture.
I know, your co-star's in the living room. Tell her, please. What's the number?
It's a big Navy picture.
She's
and
watering the rubber plant in the living room. Tell her. That's right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, could you give me the number again, please? Yes.
Schultzy, what happened to you?
Oh, it was all a fake, Frank. I'm not going to be in any movie.
Well, I am. A big Navy picture starring Alan Ladd.
God, if I'd ever known that all this... What?
Alan Ladd?
Hold on, just a second. Now, listen, this is the cousin who does the laundry for the man who owns the butcher shop where Alan Ladd's cook buys their meat. Ha ha. Yes. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Gee, I never would have believed in a million years that I could be an actor, but after Mr. Collins said what he did, I went over to Warner Brothers. I heard they were making this picture, The Deep Six, and I got a part just like that.
Oh,
Did you see Alan Ladd?
See him? He's the one who picked me out. Wonderful guy. He took me to lunch at the commissary.
oh,
I had blueberries.
Alan Ladd.
Oh, he had blueberries, too.
Frank, will you tell us what happened?
Well, he asked me all about life in the Navy. Gee, that reminds me, I promised to call him. You see, in this Navy picture, The Deep Six,
Frank.
he plays a Navy lieutenant,
Frank.
and I...
You have Alan Ladd's number?
Yeah, I think so.
Now I'll get the phone.
That's his home. That's the private line to his dressing room. And, oh, yeah, this is his hardware store in Palm Springs.
Oh, Frankie, you dumb.
You need hardware?
Something phony going on around here. I just read this whole article on Alan Ladd's new picture, and it doesn't even mention Charmaine Schultz.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Oh. Well, that's because this is her first American picture, and they want to spring her as a surprise.
You wouldn't pull my leg, would you?
Why, aren't they even?
Here we are, Mrs. Wessel.
Mr. Collins?
Collins, that's it.
This is all happening so sudden.
Yes.
I'm in the butcher shop buying my meat, and you say you take my picture.
Yes, I know. You see, it's a new photographic series I'm doing called Women Who Feed the Stars.
It's a good idea.
Oh, Mr. Collins.
Yeah.
Just when am I going to meet Alan Ladd?
Oh, any minute now. But first, I'd like you to meet the woman who knows the way to Alan Ladd's heart.
Really?
His charming cook, Frida Wessel.
Oh, of course.
You know, the way to a man's... Uh-huh. See ya?
But what is this about meeting Alan Ladd? I wouldn't do anything
Mrs. Wessel. I don't care a hang about Alan Ladd. It's you I'm interested in.
Well, I wouldn't want to do something he shouldn't like.
Oh, well, he certainly can't object to an attractive, shall we say, curvaceous widow like you having your portrait made.
Schultzy.
Hi, Marcia.
Uh-huh. I knew it was all a phony deal. Where's all the glamour, the fake hair, the false eyelashes? Why aren't you wearing them now?
I'll tell you why. I ask her not to. I wouldn't change you a little bit, Charmaine. From the tip of your toes to the top of your bun.
You may kiss me, Alan.
You're wonderful. You're so sweet and such an inner beauty.
You may kiss me, Alan.
A lot of glamorous things. But none can hold a candle to you.
You may kiss me, Alan.
You like this arrangement, do you?
Love it. About having dates. I am a widow already 20 years, and not once do I go out.
No kid. See, I'll tell you what. I'm very anxious to speak to Alan Ladd. And if it should be my good fortune tonight to speak to him, I'll see to it that you and I go out and have ourselves a ball. What do you say?
Wunderbar!
Hold it!
I don't know what fascinates me about you. The color of your hair, the blue of your eyes, the way your nose turns up and down.
You may kiss me, Alan.
When I hold you like this, I'm all shook.
Now, I'll tell you what. I'll drive you home. And if he isn't there yet, I'll wait in the kitchen. Who's that?
Alan Ladd.
Oh. I'll wait until he comes home. And the... You know, for a minute I thought... Never mind. I'll wait until he comes home. Schultz, Miss Schultz? Charmaine?
Eat your little heart out.
It's all right. He spoke to you. Now we go out together tonight. Oh, we have old-fashioned utensils. When we go